running both of them right now, so you should be able to hear it. Yeah, but they hear the screen. Can you turn up the volume and see if you can hear? Can you hear us? You hear me talking? We're good. You ready?
Welcome everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We just had to get some things worked out on this end. Hi.
Hi guys, welcome. We're excited that you're here. Again, we do apologize, but we're super excited today that we get to motivate, speak into y'all, and it's gonna be fun, it's gonna be engaging. So we just wanna encourage y'all to lock in, participate, and engage with us because we have some great things in store for you today. So I'm Erica.
My name is Jose, and we got my brother right here,
Brandon Allen. Now we got it together. We don't know what happened, but we back.
We back.
We back, and it's about to go down.
For sure.
Go down.
Now look, we know from the comment section that some of y'all are a little hungry.
Okay.
And they want to win some prizes. So we want you to know there are some prizes you get a chance to win today. I saw somebody really likes In-N-Out on there.
Shout out to Philip.
And, if you like In-N-Out, I want you to know today's your day.
It's your day.
We're sending you a $20 gift card to In-N-Out to go wait in that long line for them delicious burgers. And we can't wait those. But here's the thing. They gotta win it by...
You have to pay attention.
Pay attention.
Number one, you cannot disrespect the chat.
Do not disrespect the chat.
And number three, stay engaged.
Stay engaged. Y'all heard them.
Listen, we're looking for you to pay attention. Do not disrespect the chat. And stay engaged. That way, we can know that you're not only paying attention to what we're doing, but you're having a good time and making sure you deserve that prize.
Now, Erica, we have an incredible grand prize. What are we giving away for the grand prize today?
All right, y'all ready? Some of y'all already said it in the comment section, but today, our grand prize, you have an opportunity to win AirPods, y'all. AirPods.
Come on. I'm telling you, brand new, fresh out the box. We're sending them to you. All you got to do is stay tuned in with us for the next several minutes.
That's it.
And get ready. So, for starters, you know what? Let's get ready. I'm gonna make sure we can see their comments real quick, and let's see what grade they're in, where they're from,
all right.
And let's get it popping. Get ready to get started.
All right. So I'm here with my sis Erica, and we want to know, where are you from? Like, where were you born? Like, what city are you sitting in right now? Let's see, what grade are you in right now? We just want to know what you are doing. Where are you?
Yes, put on for your city. Rep for your city. Let
Rep
us know
your
right
city.
now. Hey.
No, are we old? Are we old?
I think we're a little too old.
Rep, let's see where you at. Where you at? Where you at? Where are you from? What grade are you in? What grade are you in? We're looking right now. Where the grades? Where the grades?
All right, I see. Let's call out some people. I see Lillian, Kimberly, Brian.
Victorville. Okay.
Victorville is in the building.
Victorville.
We want to know a senior.
We got some seniors.
We got some ninth graders. We got some folks from LA. We got juniors in here.
We got Nicholas.
Okay.
Shout out to Nicholas.
Here we go.
That's good.
Okay, now the chat section.
It's popping.
It's
popping. See, they heard AirPods and they like, oh, this is what we gotta do? Wait a minute.
All right, now, Brandon, are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
Are you ready to really get
I'm ready. I think it's about to go down. Listen, we're gonna.
If you're ready for Brandon, now there's like a 10-second lag here, so I just need you to know that. If you're ready to hear Brandon to jump this thing off today, I want you to put some emojis in the comment section right now.
Give me those emojis.
Let's go hard.
Give me those emojis.
On them emojis.
Listen,
right.
Make me feel happy about myself.
We got a lot of dope people in here. Look, they're locked in and ready to go, ready to win some AirPods, some In-N-Outs. They are ready.
Maylin says she's ready.
Okay.
Ready. Give me some emojis. Let's see the emojis. There you go. Okay, we got some faces.
I see some emojis.
Okay, some Z's.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want you to give it up for my brother, Brandon Christopher Allen.
Me? remember my first real poem. I sat at the computer while my tears stroked the keyboard, my pain lay within the stanzas, and my anger lashed out in metaphors. I repeated why from line to line, questioning the character and purpose the God's design like this one. This one individual couldn't belong to him. And I thought this one distributor of sorrow and agony couldn't be cut from the same cloth as me. I mean, how did I arrive from those loins? And couldn't he see that my bloodshed didn't match that from which he came to be, but yet this was my reality. And it didn't belong in your picture-perfect TV sitcom. See, I grew up in a different world where my family matters didn't fit and how my brother, mother, cousin, and uncle feel would shake up my wheel. See, I was no Fresh Prince, and my life was unfamiliar, so these different strokes would wither away at my good times. And I had no clue where I fit in. In fact, I had a skewed image of what a black man was supposed to look like. In fact, I didn't even like how I looked, so the image of anything was better than this. This is a story of an unidentified human project that was molded into something that nobody could recognize. He became a reflection of what was popular at the moment and always dressed in his best self-consciousness, wrapped in how many different shades of fake could his facade portray. Yet no one took notice. No eyes cut to his cuts that were more similar to battle wounds. He lay prostrate on a mattress made of empty solemnness. He dug holes into his soul, praying someone would come fill his voice, yet he didn't even know how to pray. He repeated, practiced redundancies, hoping someone heard him scream with urgency, please help me. Yet silence begets silence, and it all muffled his destiny. This little boy was dying, and no one would come to his rescue, so this little boy had to discover how to tend to his own wounds. He was left mangled, a hideous atrocity, yet if you look for his disfigurements, I promise that you wouldn't see. This little boy cried on the inside and was flooding internally and left little room for his feelings, so he wore his emotions on his sleeve. This little boy choked on his insecurities because he wasn't taught to swallow things like his pride. And he never understood why they called them memories, because he remembered everything as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat, as if life was stuck on repeat. This little boy followed the wrong path because for a minute the road to death seemed a little more pleasing. This little boy thought accolades and self-humiliating behaviors would make life more easy. This little boy was poisoned by pornography and thought love was spelled S-E-X, so he tried to repeat the things he would see. This little boy was lonely and would constantly talk to strangers because at least they heard him speak. This little boy still survives, although he tried to die repeatedly. I'll introduce you to this little boy because he still resides inside of him. Hi, I'm this little boy. Nice to meet you. I remember my first real poem. I sat at the computer while my tears stroked the keyboard, my pain unlayered within the stanzas, and my anger lashed out in metaphors, and then I found my why. So for my pain, my past, and my future, this little boy refuses to cry anymore. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Listen, I am super excited to be here with you guys. Like Jose said, my name is Brandon Allen, and I had a chance to share a little bit of a story about a little boy. The reality is that we all have stories about little boys and little girls that live inside of all of us. I want you to imagine some of these stories from your childhood, right? Stories about the things that you've grown through, the things that you've experienced, the things that you've seen, some of the stories that people know, some stories people don't know, some stories from your childhood. I shared about this little boy because this little boy had a story of his own. A story that life tried to muzzle. A story that school tried to make him feel unsuccessful. A story that his failures tried to make him feel like he would never be a success. A story about brokenness, pain, loneliness, abandonment. So many stories, and the reality is that we all have stories. One of my favorite childhood stories I love sharing is about when I was a kid. About when I had the chance to celebrate my grandfather. My grandfather was an amazing man. Yesterday, we had the privilege to lay my grandfather to rest. We had a funeral for him, And it was probably one of the most difficult times in all of our lives, but there was a story in that. See, all we had were memories of things that we had. Stories from what he's done. Stories from things that he's allowed us to see. Stories that will last forever. There's a story I remember when my granddad came out to visit me when I was in Memphis. I was playing baseball, and I was laying there ready, standing at the plate, prepared to bat, standing there, and there, my grandfather walks up. The pitcher throws the ball, and I hit a home run right out to the middle of the fence, and my granddad picks up this ball. The reason why I tell this story is because it's stained in my memory. It's a memory of how he cared, how he always showed up on time. There's so many memories that he gave out. So many things that he did to make sure that we knew about him. He left a legacy. See, what's important is not just my grandfather's story, but the fact that every one of you have a story, and I can say things about my grandfather, but my question is what will people say about you? What will your legacy and your story tell about you? Will your story tell tales of somebody who knew that they had what it took, but didn't give as much as they needed? Will your story tell tales of somebody who failed when they knew that they could succeed? Will it tell stories of somebody who quit on themselves? Will it tell stories of somebody who didn't really understand their worth? Will it tell stories of somebody who did not recognize their value, or will your story change? The reality is it doesn't matter what your story has been up to this moment. You may have failed. You may have quit. There might be people who tell you you will never accomplish anything. You might have failed all your classes. You might not have put the steps forward to be successful going distance learning. You might not have showed up to any of your classes. But the reality is, whatever your story was, your story can change. Whatever might have been told about you before, you can tell something brand new and fresh. You can have a new opportunity to continue to leave the tale of who you are. Legacy is approaching you. Legacy is coming alive, and you have the opportunity to be the first one to write it. The pen is in your hand every day. 9th graders, 10th graders, 11th graders, seniors, whatever you're doing right now, you are writing out the legacy that will be told about you forever. I can tell stories of my grandfather forever, and there's stories of victory. My question is how many stories and tales of victory will you have? There's this movie that I love that's an amazing story about somebody who thought they lost and thought their story was over, yet they ran back to their victory. That movie is Lion King. Lion King is my favorite movie. And the reason why is because you hear a tale about somebody who wanted to quit on themselves, gave it all up, because they thought they lost it all, just to realize it was still waiting on them. I'm going to share one last poem, and this poem is for every single one of you to find the Lion King and Lion Queen inside of you, and remember that you still have more to roar about. Your story is just now telling itself. Mirror, mirror on the wall, can you change this reflection to anyone else at all? Can you take away these sleepless nights where tears have become regular residents in my bedside, where loneliness is trying to enslave me to her torture? I fell to her will. Around the time I lost my own mirror, you promised me that my image will reflect tears, yet this subpar picture doesn't even come close. I still have memories of past pains that still stain all I put my hands to. I am made of mistakes, afraid to make a mistake. I laid awake playing mental patty cake with the thoughts of my shortcomings. Like, you want me to free my people and part this sea, but can't you see that I'm still stuttering? And you said, on a rock you will build, but instead of skipping water, I'm just submerging. And even with the outstretched hand, this fragmented man falls through the cracks of your fingers like fragmented sand. It was clear through Joshua's life that you always had a plan, but I wonder if I wandered too far off from this promised land. Mirror, I have circled this life more than 7 times in search of truth, yet still I've only worshipped you, you Lion King. I can still hear my father's screams. You deliberately disobeyed me. And what's worse, you refused to change a thing that cut me so deep that I had to run away just so I wouldn't suck these scars again. I was tired of seeing these same images. I ran to the jungle to finally find my pardon sins from my father. I could no longer move slow. I moved faster. I could still hear the voice of my guardians, deep, raw, whispering, look hard. I knew everything I thought was true was laced in faltered realities. No longer must I suffer from my own exposed exile. There was a land waiting its king's return. I was born an heir to majesty. When life left just enough rope to bear a noose, I broke loose. Mirror, you finally gave me an image worth glancing. These hands could describe these words quick enough. Tablets that told stories of an unrelentless love that played lullabies to my heart's forgiveness, freedom. Freedom tasted like the quenching of a lifetime of thirst, barren dreams resurrected by the waters of the Nile, fighting with denial, resuscitating destiny that seemed to cease for a while. My father dug farther to foster where I faltered. He reignited my light until my image was altered. Mirror, it was never your job to give me identity in the first place. I finally discovered who I was meant to be. Royalty, beautiful, a masterpiece autographed by my designer. Signed with blood, sealed in his image and reflected by the Spirit. And I want you to know that anything you need, you can get it if you decide to finally be made in a special image. Thank you. Listen, I want you to get excited. I want you to get pumped. I want you to make some noise, and I want you to prepare yourself, because right now my sis is coming up. Get loud, get crazy in these comments, and you better get real, because it is about to go down. Make some noise for Erica Rodriguez.
All right, hey y'all, I am super excited to be able to speak. Can we just give it up for Brendan one more time? What a powerful story. And the reality is, the truth is, your story can change. You know, I don't know what you're facing today. You know, I know 2020 has been the year of so many crazy things. There's been challenges, there's been difficulties. Many of you have lost so many things. You know, you're trying to navigate this new online space where you got to be at school, distance learning. You can't even see your friends regularly. So I wanted to say I empathize with you that this has been a tough year. But the truth is, your story can change today. And we here at Rescue a Generation, we want to know that we believe in you. We're proud of you. And no matter where you find yourself right now, your story can change. And you can choose today to make the rest of your life the best of your life. And I believe that if you continue to place a value on your education, if you choose to place a value on where you are right now, we believe that as you put your best foot forward, you can change the rest of your life, that you can be the change agent that you would like to see. You can change your family, you can change your friendships, and you can change all of those who are around you. And so we just want to encourage you with that today. And listen, like we said earlier, we are giving out prizes. And so I just want to give an opportunity right now for you to win a prize. So I want to say this, all throughout my talk, I'm going to be saying a phrase. And as I say this phrase, the first person and those of you who are engaged and participating, if you say this phrase, if you type this phrase in the comment section, you will win a prize, okay? So this is what I want to do. This is my phrase. The phrase is this: how you do anything is how you do everything. And so I want to see the first person that can type that, put that in the chat box, put a fire emoji. When you put a fire emoji in the chat section, we're looking for you and you have an opportunity to win a prize. The phrase is how you do anything is how you do everything. And I just want to share a little bit of my story, but I want to say this. I wish that I had teachers that invested in me when I was your age. I wish that I had an organization that came alongside to speak life into you, to encourage me along my journey, because I believe that if I did, I wouldn't have made a lot of the mistakes that I made. And when I was your age, when I was in elementary school, I placed a value on my education. I placed my studies very seriously, and I loved school, and the people that I hung around, they placed a value on their education as well, and I got good grades. I was even a great kid at home. I didn't give my parents, I wasn't perfect, but I didn't give my parents a hard time because I believe how you do anything is how you do some things. No, how you do anything is how you do everything. I started just, up until 8th grade, I did great in school. I placed value on my education, but by the time I was in 9th grade, my grades began to decline. I started going to a school called Compton High School, and from there, I linked up with a circle of people who were not right for me. This was not a good crowd for me, and so before you know it, I just started ditching school. I didn't place a value on my education. My grades went down, and even at home, I started to see my behavior change with my parents. I became like a trouble kid, because you know why? How you do anything is how you do everything. And so I spent 4 years of high school trying to make my credits up. I spent 4 years in high school trying to become a better student. I had to do night schools, Saturday schools, tutoring. I had to do all of these things because of the mess up that I did in 9th grade. So I had to make these things up. And I believe that how you do anything is how you do everything. And I believe that what took me long, like typically people come out of high school and those that have placed the value on their education, they go off to college, they have a plan. But for me, because I did not place a value on my education, I literally graduated high school and I had to figure out a plan, because how you do anything is how you do everything. And I wish that I knew this. I wish that I knew then what I know now is that the moment, every decision that I make, every word that I speak, every action that I take, it contributes to the creation of life that I choose to live. And I believe that if you take this simple principle of how you do anything is how you do everything, you will begin to see your life change around for the better. And so here's what I want you to know. Let me give you two things. Let me give you 2 tips for you to become a better person, for you to place a value on your education. The first thing is this: what you're doing right now, in this moment, it matters. Your education matters today. Now I know it doesn't seem like it matters. It seems like, high school is fun. It seems like, it's a place where you can connect with people and just have a good time. But what you do right now matters. The decisions that you make, the things that you do, the people that you hang around, it matters. And the second thing is this: if you found yourself making the mistakes like I did, if you found yourself not making the best decision, I want you to know that today you can change that. You have the ability to make the decision today that can change the rest of your life. Friends, I just want to encourage you that how you do anything is how you do everything. Take this simple principle and watch your life change. Okay? So I thank you guys again for tuning in. I just want to let you know right now we have a cipher coming up. So I want you to stay plugged in, stay locked in, because it's getting better from here.
Yo, Manhood Camp, what up? Welcome to the cipher. We got so many talented MCs in the building. We got Ruslan in the building. We got Michael, MC Valiente, Sunwo Love, and of course I go by Adam Cruz. Hey. Firstborn, oh Lord. A nice kid dressing fly, plus I'm light skinned. Puerto Rican mixed the rice in the frying pan. I found peace, don't resort to the violence. I'd rather hit resorts with my wife in the island. This ain't a game, don't you play with your life, fam. Bless God up above with your right hand. You want more and it won't ever be enough. I feel the same, I can't a milli just to say I did it once. A young role model, never knew no role models. In rap music, they just pop pills and throw bottles. In my music, there's a whole world who don't follow. Rather see more doctors and lawyers, employers. There's more to life than just for your enjoyment. I see change in your veins, don't avoid it. Too many kids who don't know that they priceless. Now Ruslan up next, cause you know he the nicest.
Hey yo, call me the brains, call me the mastermind, call me the leader. but I think that's asinine. See, I don't rhyme slow, and I don't spit the fastest rhymes, but I could get the same quality done in half the time. Call me a machine. I am like a robot. Don't put your hand in, man. I'm telling you that the stove's hot. I don't deal with stage fright. Call me when the day's right. Bottom line, please don't ever call me on my date night. Chilling with my wife, right? Trying to get my life right. Why these dudes at the festival having a pie fight? Yes, I am a grown man, working with my own hands. I am not a barbarian. They don't call me Conan O'Brien. I'm lying, I'm flying all over the world and take it back to Incas and Mayans. Them Incas and Mayans desire in Zion. Bottom line is we either lions or liars.
Vibras positivas, regresé con la música que te activa. Vamos para arriba, vamos para arriba. Me dijeron MC, usa tu lengua nativa. Plebe por aquí, plebe por allá, vamos para adelante. Oye, no me voy a quitar sentimientos ambivalentes en este ciclo donde siempre cambia el ambiente. Francotirador desde el piso 32, la maldad a todo lo que da, ayúdanos Señor. 59 muertos en un concierto en el desierto, o el diablo anda suelto y molesto, pero lo reprendo. Espíritu Santo dentro de mí como un incendio y dispuesto a atravesar todo esto. Amigo, tú no sabes de lo que yo estoy compuesto.
Yeah, I'm back with my backpack from way back then. Young black boy, I was backed up with no backup. Life had me sitting on the back end. Back then, they didn't want me. Now they saying, Mike, you better tap in. All these other rappers cap in. Big cap in. Like, had to turn on sage mode. Everything we prayed for. Giving rappers say lows. What you think I'm out here digging all these graves for? City full of angels, riding with the same woes. Yeah, I've been hotboxing depression, entertaining my potential while conversating with heaven. I'm trying to fight these demons with sabotage as my weapon, but God came down and he made a better connection. That's a higher link. Yeah, I had a higher link. Princess was in dire need. Her driver's on flatline tiring. Yeah, I had to move the fake things. I'm trying to get my eating back, so I had to get my snakes wings.
Dear Father, you done it again. How my saliva hit like lava, like MacGyver got a gun in my pen. Dear Abba God, you cover my sins. Bust a euro on the Federal Bureau, too bright for government lenses. I never been a sucker for mentions, but some of y'all forgot like dementia. 16s will convince you. Ooh, like a reporter, we gon' bring the good news. We write history in schools, cause y'all got it confused. The bald eagle now is desert eagle. We the people turn to free the people. Wait until you see the sequel. I'm 10 toes like a pair of cleats. Wisdom from the paraclete. A lot of y'all rappers more Meryl Streep. Talking about killers, but more like Ben Stiller. Your blue still is ill, but your lines is derelict. Only God could take trash and make it gold. Look at me, was like them, now I shine like whoa. Bow!
Unmuted.
Brandon? Yeah, it's unmuted.
All right. I'm looking right now I'm looking in the comment section. I want to know who was your favorite rapper that you just saw just a second ago. So let me know in the comment section. You might not know their name. You might say 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But we want to know who was. There we go. All right, they can hear now, I think. Here we go. All right. Let us know who your favorite rapper was, and then we are going to jump into the rest of this. Now, I want you to continue to blow up the comment section. Yo, y'all are killing it. We've done this a couple of times now, and y'all might be the most hyped group that we've spoken to so far. And so we hope you're getting something out of this. We hope this is making sense to you. But, okay, I see the last one. I see Adam. Okay. All right. 3, first one, second one. Second to last one, Mikey. Okay. I love it. Hey, well, look, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Jose Rodriguez. I am the founder and CEO of Rescue A Generation. We are the organization that's putting this assembly on today, and we are also going to be working with several of you on campus next semester. We want to know you. We want to know who you are. We want to get connected with you. And so we're excited to be a part of really what's happening in your life right now. Now, I'm a businessman, and I've been one for about 5 years now. But my life did not start like that. In fact, my story was kind of rough coming up, and I'm going to share a little bit about it, and I'm going to give you 3 things that I think you'll enjoy today, and then we'll go from there. But here's how my story began. Long nights, street fights, street life. Yo, all it offered me was a bucket of pain and strife. But see, I was chilling with my friends trying to make some dividends. I was living so destructive, but I kept the latest trends. You see, my vision was so obstructed that I could never see the end of the path that I was taking, the mistakes that I was making. But none of that would ever really matter to me, because I was in Wonderland, chilling with my Mad Hatter. You see, I thought I had it all figured out. Yeah, I'm going to be that boy they talk about. Coolest kid on the block, without a doubt. You see, I thought the more that I had, the more that they would see. Yeah, look at boy there, he's as cool as can be. Man, I thought that this would last, but it had to pass like gas. Man, I know it sounds funny, but see, I was such a dummy. You see, me, I traded real happiness and family for money. Now, I thought the world would love me, but I was just young and dumb, because she chewed me up and spit me out like no flavored gum. And here, there was no black and white, there were so many shades of gray. Here, there was no night and day, there were so many shades of gray. And one day, I had to make a choice. Something has to change. And the only reason I stand in front of you today is because of the choice that I made that day. And listen, a true story, man, growing up, life was not easy for me. My dad was a drug dealer majority of my childhood. Age of 7th grade, my dad gets put in prison, sentenced to several years in prison. And here I am, a little Hispanic kid with no resources, no money, stuck to fend for myself. And I did what I thought I had to do at the moment to try to protect my mom and my sister. And I went and joined the gang because I felt like they would have my back. 13 years old, I'm running around, I'm talking crazy to people. Fast forward 15 years old, I'm arrested for the first time for stealing cars. Fast forward 16 years old, I'm arrested for the second time. This time it should go on my record for the rest of my life, where I would be a felon. And obviously, you know what happens if you have a felony. You're not able to get jobs as easily. It follows you for the rest of your life. Now, around that time, I had a couple of people in my life that began to believe in me, kind of like we here at Rescue a Generation believe in you. Now, we don't know you yet, but we already believe in you. I need you to know that. And because we believe in you, we've committed really our whole life to making sure that you have the necessary tools you need to become successful in every area of your life. I remember I was 17 years old when I first made the decision that I have to change. Something has to be different. I made the change as I was getting ready to go into my senior year, and things began to shift for me. I went on to be the first person in my family to graduate high school. I went to college, and I thought I made it. Listen, I was the first one that I knew made it out the hood. I got to college my freshman year of college, and I thought I was living the good life, and this is what happened. I ended up my first year of college flunking every class. Not just some, not 2 or 3. I flunked every class. Now, you know the difference between college and high school is you actually have to pay for college. So I'm paying for a school that I'm flunking my way through, and I honestly thought school is not for me. I should just give up now. And here's what I realized. At the end of my freshman year, I became best friends with a guy who was complete opposite of me. I felt like I wasn't the smartest kid in the school. The guy who was the opposite of me was probably the smartest kid in the school. He was a Bill Gates scholar, meaning Bill Gates was paying for his education up to his doctorate degree. The guy never made a B in his life. He was straight A student. We became best friends, and we started a dance team. Now. I know you probably don't think your boy can move. Don't let this belly fool you. I still got some moves if I want to, you know? We started a dance team in college, and things began to blow up for us pretty quickly. I mean, literally, in less than a year, we went on tour all around the nation, dancing in front of large crowds and small crowds. It was wild to see what happened. But I learned a couple of things as I started this dance team that I want to bring to you right now. 3 things that I learned as a dancer that I think will help you in your everyday life. Now, here is what you need to know. Got to tell you a little secret. I can dance. I'm going to show you in a second that I can dance, okay? Now, not only can I dance, the problem with me dancing is I actually don't have rhythm. I know. You could judge me if you want. You're probably laughing as you're watching me say this right now. I don't have rhythm. So I had to work extra hard at making sure I was listening to the beat so that I can dance on beat. Why? Have you ever seen a dance team with that one person on the team that's completely off beat? Like, have you seen that one where everybody else is, bam, they're killing their moves, they're doing it, and you got that one? They're just not getting it. They forgot the move, something's going wrong. Listen, that was me until I learned how to follow instructions. 3 things I need you to know that I learned from having a dance team that I believe will help you become successful right now in school. Right now in school. The first thing is this. The first thing, you got to learn to follow and be in sync with the right people. Now, in my dance team, we had 5 people. Now, we were going off, right? We were moving, we were dancing, but what happened was when we were all in sync with the right person, y'all, we were killing it. I mean, literally every move was crisp. We were hitting the beats when we did it the right way. If at any point I got off and I started looking at the wrong person who was doing the wrong move, and all of a sudden I started doing what they were doing, you know what would have happened? We would have threw the whole routine off. That exact same thing applies to you today. When you're in sync with the right people around you, people that are doing good, people that are pressing into this digital learning season, people that are focusing on what they got to do, people that are doing the right thing. When you're in sync with the right people, your life begins to make sense. And the moves you make right now really do matter. The opposite is true as well. When you're in sync with the wrong people, things begin to get out of whack for you. You might find yourself getting in trouble. You're struggling a little bit. Something is happening and you don't know why it's ending up the way it is. Chaos begins to happen when you're in sync with the wrong people. Here's the second thing I learned, okay? Second thing I learned, number 1, you got to be in sync with the right people. Number 2, you can learn to find the rhythm, the routine, the beat. Listen, if I, who do not have rhythm, can find myself listening to the right beat, finding the right schedule, practicing enough to hit the right moves, I guarantee you can do the same thing in your everyday life. Listen, life has a rhythm to it. I know you're at home right now doing distance learning, and sometimes the rhythm gets off because your schedule is chaotic. Maybe you stay up till 4 o'clock in the morning, and you got to be on a Zoom call at 8 o'clock in the morning. Listen, that beat is not going to make sense. You're going to go to bed at 4 a.m., and you're not going to wake up till 10 a.m., and you're going to miss the first 2 hours of distance learning because you are off beat. You didn't find the rhythm that you need. You got to find the right rhythm for your life, for your school right now. There is a rhythm, there is a routine, and there is a schedule. And when you can do it and when you can do it well, you'll begin to kill it. Now here's the third thing I'm going to teach you, and then we're going to do a dance together right here. I know we're on YouTube. I can't see you, but I'm going to teach you a dance in the next couple of minutes that I think is going to change the game for you. Third thing I learned is this. When you learn to follow instructions, life gets easier. Following instructions of your teachers, of the adults around you, following the instructions of your homework. When you learn to follow instructions, life gets easier. When I learned to follow the leader of our dance team and do the moves the right way, y'all, things began to take off for us. We really began to blow up. Here is what I need you to know. In the next 3 minutes, I'm going to teach you a new TikTok dance. Yes, I said TikTok dance. That if you'll learn what I'm about to do, all you got to do is follow instructions. I don't care if you can dance or you can't dance. If you'll learn what I'm about to do, if you follow instructions, you'll learn this dance. And I want you to go find us on Instagram and show us this dance. We are at Rescue a Jen. If you learn this, I want you to go on there. We got a prize for the first person to show us this dance. Here we go. Follow instructions. Ready? Put your hands up just like this. Now, I know you're commenting. You can take a break from the commenting for a second. Put your hands up just like this. Follow instructions, and it's about to go down. Here we go. I want you to drop it. Okay, turn it. Pull it together. Now pull it apart, all right? You should be able to look at me through a little box. You see the box? Hey, if you got to the box so far, you're already off to the right start. Here we go. Back to the beginning. I want you to drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart. Right here, I want you to pull it together, open your hands up, now turn it. You should be looking just like this. You know, you should be able to wave a little bit. All right? If you're there, you're at the right place. We're almost done. Here we go. Back to the beginning. Follow instructions and you'll learn this. Here we go. Drop it. Turn it. Pull it together. Pull it apart. Pull it together. Open it up. Turn it. Here we go. Watch. Pull it together. Here is the hardest part of the whole dance. I promise if you got this, you got it. Here we go. Make a box. Did you get a box? Come on. Some of y'all probably got triangles or circles. I don't know how you did that, but just make a box, okay? If you can make a box, you got it. We're almost done with the whole thing. Here we go. Drop it, turn it, pull it together, pull it apart, pull it together, open it up, turn it, pull it together, make a box. Here we go. Pull it together, flip it, drop it, flip it. All right. There's literally like 2 more moves. Now, I see some of y'all saying you don't have an Instagram. I'm sorry. Go tag us if you're on Instagram. You get a chance to win a prize. If you're not on Instagram, stay in tune here. You'll get a chance to win a prize throughout this. Okay, here we go. Back to the beginning. Drop it. Turn it. Pull it together. Pull it apart. Pull it together. Open it up. Turn it. Pull it together. Make a box. Pull it together. Flip it. Drop it. Drop it. Flip it. All right, here we go. You're going to pull it apart. Flip it. Pull it together. Put your hands just like this. Point at the camera. Throw it up. And I want you to go, whoa. All right. I know. Listen. If you just learn this dance with me over the last 5 minutes, there is absolutely no reason you should not be able to pass every class and do every bit of work and make the grades you need to make. Here's what I know. Your generation is the smartest generation we've ever seen. You guys memorize TikTok dances like in 2 seconds. You memorize songs and lyrics in 3 seconds. We've never seen another generation memorize things like you do. If your grades are struggling right now, it's not because you have a memorization problem. I've watched you memorize stuff, you, your friends, your classmates, quicker than I can. In the last 5 minutes, if you did this dance with me, you memorized a new dance in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes, you memorized something. There's no reason, there's no excuse that you have to not be killing the game at school right now. Listen, we believe in you. We can't stress that enough. We want to see you win in life. Point number 1, you got to be in sync with the right people. Point number 2, all you got to do is find the right rhythm and routine. And point number 3, follow instructions. You'll be surprised at what you can accomplish if you'll do those 3 things starting right now and this year. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to invite my guy Brandon and my beautiful wife, Erica, to come on back up here with me. We got some prizes we want to give away. Here's what we want to do. We're going to start, you can sit in the middle. We're going to start this part by saying this. Somebody can tell us, the first person to tell us, the thing they got the most out of today. One thing that stood out to them for today. First person we see in the comment section is going to get an In-N-Out gift card.
All right.
In-N-Out gift card.
What did you get the most out of today? Let us know. What'd you get?
Nancy says we want you to win in life.
I think she's probably a teacher just telling them that they want them to win. If you do it right, you do it right.
How you doing?
Okay.
There it is.
Aria.
Araya Gardner.
Araya Gardner. Okay. Araya Gardner, you're going to get an In-N-Out gift card. What we need you to do is...
Send us a message. Oh, she does not have an Instagram.
Okay. Send us an email.
Oh, just put it down in the comments.
Okay, go for it. We want you to send us an email at Erica with a C at rescueageneration.org. We're putting it in the comment section right now. All right?
I think there's some more merch gift cards to give.
Now, they got like 20.
20?
20.
Okay. Let me see. If you can tell me the title of my poem, first 20 people get some merch. Title of my first poem. What was it?
Okay, David Martin just gave all 3 points of mine. I think he should get something for that.
He's got to get something.
David Martin, I see you. I see all 3 points of my talk. And we're going to give you a merch. We're going to give you some merch to the Jackrabbit store. That's what they...
Yeah. Merch
Okay,
to the Jackrabbit.
merch to the store.
Who remembers the title of my poem?
Title of the first poem.
Anybody?
Title.
I know we're probably behind.
Kimberly says it really inspired. We still got 6 minutes left. So we're okay on the time.
Okay.
We're good.
Listen, do you guys remember the title of my poem? Anybody remember
Who was the
title of my... People just copying what David did. Pasting them down.
All right. I see you guys.
No, thank you.
Marcus, you going just like that? You just gonna cut out?
We still got another prize to give out, but that's cool.
Come on.
All that.
Philip. We didn't say his last name, but Philip.
Philip, I don't know what the last one is.
Philip, you just won some merch.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, wait, you said... All right, I see
close.
Abby, because you said you're giving away more. We're going to get to the AirPods in just a second.
Okay, Nicholas.
Jaylani.
Y'all are close.
Oh, well, I just figured we did.
That's not really it. Y'all are close. Nobody actually said the actual title, but it's close.
All right. Now, we have...
Not the, but it still has a TH Not that, not the, but it has a. It's still TH.
All right.
All right. Now, I was talking during the break, right, to one of the administrators there.
Okay.
Right? Because I wanted to see, like, we have our eyes on the screen.
Yeah.
We were watching, but there were a lot of people participating.
A lot of them.
I mean, it was
Copy
going
and paste
crazy.
was going crazy.
It was going bananas. It was this little boy. It's this little boy. So we needed help. So I pulled in some help to get some eyes on the chat to see who we think won for these AirPods.
Oh, dude, okay.
So the way it's looking, I think if this person is still on.
If they're still on.
Because they've been holding on and participating this whole
The
time.
whole time.
If this person is still on, I think that they're going to be the winner.
Ooh, are we ready to announce the winner?
I am, and I'm kind of nervous because I haven't quite seen them comment again yet. So I don't know if they're there yet.
Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see.
All right.
Who are you ready? Drum roll.
Yeah, drum roll. All right. The winner of the AirPods is Delia Sanchez.
Delia?
Delia Sanchez.
Delia Sanchez. I don't see her yet, but we're going to give her just a second.
We're trying to give you a second, Delia.
If you are still on,
Sanchez.
If you are still on right now, comment, say hello, say something, so you can get a chance to win these AirPods. We're looking for you. Wait for it.
Don't be the one. Don't be the one.
She's
there
right
she
there.
is!
Oh, I see her. She's
we
saying
were waiting.
yay.
Listen, we almost gave it to somebody else, Delia.
Oh my goodness, my heart was dropping.
My God.
My blood pressure was rising. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Now, Brandon, next semester we're going to be on their campus.
Yes, we are.
And we're going to be doing some incredible work.
Yeah.
What are we going to be doing? Tell them about it.
So guys, we have the opportunity to spend 10 weeks with students doing our Success Club curriculum. We're going to be virtual as well, and we're going to be spending time together, having great conversations about rethinking success and reconnecting to success. Here's the reality. All of us want to be more successful. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you, but I do know how to get you there. And I promise you that if you're willing to go on this journey with us and commit to 10 weeks, after week 3 and week 4, I guarantee you won't want to leave.
Facts.
Here's what I'm trying to tell you. You want to see your life shift? You want to see motivation go to a new level? You want to feel like you can be successful and find a group of people to support you and a family to push you towards that success? We are here to do it. So listen, if you haven't shown or letting anybody know that you want to join our group and you want to be a part of it, please reach out to Mr. Casino.
Whoa, just type in right now, say, I want to join.
I'm ready.
Say,
if
I
you
want to
our
join.
group, listen.
Mr. Casino, we're asking you to look at the people that say, I want to join. I want to see who wants to be in there.
Who wants to be with us for
10 weeks? Oh, we give away plenty of prizes.
Plenty of prizes. We got like $50 prizes, $100 prizes, grand prizes.
Grand prize is a $300 shopping spree.
$300 shopping spree.
So now, we're not trying to dangle the stuff in front of you, but we do want you to know there are prizes for you. If you want to join us for 10 weeks next semester, we want you to say, I want to join. April, I see you. Jessica, I see you. Ileana, I see you. Cameron, I see you. Janae, Jenny, David, we see you guys. This is awesome. Mr. Casino, if you can take note of all of, there's a lot of them. If you can take note of all of these people that say they want to join, we would love to have them in the Success Club starting next semester.
So we'll probably split it by 2 grades, so 9th and 10th, 11th and 12th. So in case there's a wide range of students, depending on who wants to show up, we're going to create an atmosphere where we can talk about real stuff, have great conversations, and empower each other to be more successful. It's our time to take this distance learning, this social time, and flip it on its head and make it be the best we can be.
Now, last thing we need for you to do is we want you to go ahead and like this video right here. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. We put out content all the time. You can go back and see the cipher actually on our YouTube channel. We've got other panel discussions around racism. It's just some awesome things on there. So we want you to subscribe, go hang out with us. And listen, y'all, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for joining us today. We hope you got something out of it, and we hope you enjoyed yourself. We appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. We will rescue a generation. We will see you soon. Well, what do you say? What does it say? Say the same.
Together we can, we are, and we will rescue this generation. All right. We appreciate you guys. We're going to close it out so we can stop the stream, and we will talk to you guys later.